This video is brought to you by Against the Flow of Mississippi. Against the Flow of Mississippi is a book about Jake Fayard, a Marine veteran who is unhappy with the political machine running the state of Mississippi. He decides to fight the corruption from the inside. Jake will face more challenges than he ever has and will stand up for what he thinks is right. His notoriously hot temper will push him to the edge of murder, along with his friend and brother Kobe Barhanovich. Together, they will fight the system and give the power back to the citizens of Mississippi. Against the Flow of Mississippi is now available on Amazon. A link to the book will be placed in the description below. Alright, this is a W6 CSA rolling video. The Baofeng. Picked this little thing up, $35 the other day. Just got it in yesterday, decided I'd do a video review. Came with this antenna. It's an additional $10. Also comes with this nifty little headset. It's supposed to work on Vox, but you can use it push to talk just by using the PTT button. And I'm going to do a couple of reviews on it. First problem I found. I'm going to try to have my cameraman follow me here. Do you need more light, or is that good?
I need more light.
Okay, well let's just hang on, hold what you got. Sorry y'all, I'm back recording videos on my cell phone. My little $25 camera I got from Walmart decided to up and quit on me a while ago, so back on the Android. Alright, this is the first problem I have found with this radio, and it's kind of driving me nuts. I bought this same cable that everybody buys, a programming cable. Got the radio off. I just plugged it in. I'm going to try using Chirp. And could not get this thing to communicate with the radio. See, I've got it in rather snug here. Okay. So, saw some things online. It says you gotta have it in snug. Believe I've got the proper COM port. Baofeng UV5R. Which is what this is. Okay. I'm going to turn the radio on. And listen to Civil Air Patrol if you wonder why I got a 148 megahertz frequency in it. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let's see. Cloning in progress. And can you try to get that, Ron?
Yeah, I got it.
where it says an error has occurred.
Yeah.
I cannot get chirp to work with the radio. Now, I'm gonna close this out. Close that chirp. And I'm gonna go with the stock software that I got with the radio. This is what came on the disc when my mouse cooperates with me. Alright, you see all these question marks? Can you get the question marks in there? Found a way to get around that. Apparently default it's not English, so you gotta play around with it till you find the language settings. I'm guessing it's originally in Chinese. Now, I'm gonna try to read from the radio. Read. Failed to connect with transceiver. Can you zoom in on that?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So, I'm gonna come back over here on the desk here. I have always been of the impression that you need to learn your radio for programming on the fly. So what I did is, oops, make sure I'm in memory mode, is I just programmed up the frequencies by hand, which is a little tricky. You have to program in your receive frequency, then your transmit frequency, or if it's simplex, you know, of course it'd be the same frequency, or for repeaters, like this in here, the 146730, the local Biloxi repeater here.
W5SGL repeater PL136.5.
W6CSA testing. Okay, the way I had to do that, for anybody who's having problems with the software as I am, I'm just going to put a duplicate repeater in here. We can go to, we're going to go back to VFO mode. Now, I'm going to turn on the voice prompts. Okay, this is going to help you out. Alright, voice prompts do help when you're programming in memories, and I'll show you why.
1 4 6 7 3 0.
Okay, you type in your receive frequency.
Menu.
You put in your CTCSS. T-CTC or T-CTCS is you're transmitting your tone. So if your repeater requires a tone,
Menu.
you go there. Hit menu. It's menu item number 13. Hit menu again. And doesn't matter what it's at. Like that one was at 77 hertz. So I'm going to move it up. As soon as I hit the up button, it goes down to the bottom, which is 67 hertz. So I'm going to put it up to 136.5. Hit menu again.
Confirm.
It says confirm. Now we're going to go to menu item number 27. Alright.
Memory channel.
Alright. You're going to go put it in memory number 34. You hit menu again.
Receiving memory.
Alright. Brings you back up. Now you hit exit. And then you type in the receive frequency, which in this case, or the transmit frequency, which is the frequency that you transmit to get into the repeater. So we're going to go
1 4 6 1 3 0.
Okay.
Menu.
Now, you see we're still on channel 34. Memory channel 34.
Memory channel. Transmitting memory.
And now it's in.
Channel mode.
Go back to VFO mode.
0, 3, 4.
Now we're on channel 34. And now we hit that repeater. W6CSA testing. Now, this antenna here, I haven't gone mobile with it. But I figured it was a, it's not very long. I don't know if you can get all of it.
No.
It's not very long. But I don't know if it's going to hold up mobile or not. But I figured on the fly, if I had to readily deploy this thing in a mobile situation, this would work. It's got the connector on it. When I got this radio, I had to attach a little hand strap, which comes in handy. The battery was, of course, in its own plastic, but it was a full charge, which I was actually surprised about. And, of course, your belt clip was in its own thing. I'm going to show you about this antenna. I'll put it down on the table, Ron. This antenna, this is a whole lot longer than what it really needs to be, this connector. So, and I found it easier to turn the radio on the connector than turn the connector on the radio, as you normally would. Because it's all, you turn it to one piece and it goes into the feed line here, and that's not very good feed line. I mean, for $10 you ain't expecting much, but you know, it does work. Now, I'm gonna set this, use old Heathkit as a ground plane there, and it works.
0, 1.
That repeater's about 20 miles away, 25 miles away, through a lot of thick pines, and I think it's up at about 300 feet that I just keyed up. W6CSA testing. And as you can see, sometimes it likes it, sometimes it don't. So I'm still on the fence about the antenna. I haven't really tried it yet. But it does work better than the rubber duck. Also, I've noticed that when I turn the beep off,
0. Menu.
that beep is annoying.
Beep prompt. Confirm.
Now, notice that I can't hit the repeater. Okay. Try it with the rubber duck and see what happens here. I don't know why, but I have no receive on the repeater.
Menu. Beep prompt. Confirm.
W6CSA testing. I guess that's one of their sense of humor. If you want to use our cheap radio, you got to deal with a beep. Anyway, that was one thing I did notice. For scan, hang on one second, I'm going to light me a cigarette. As I guess is my trademark in a lot of my videos, I smoke a lot. For scan, you'll see the star key, just like you would on your telephone.
Scanning begin.
That's all you got to do to scan if you're in memory mode. Don't know if you could scan in VFO mode or not.
Frequency mode.
Let's see.
Scanning begin.
You can scan in VFO mode, so I guess that's a good thing. Let's see. This radio would be very great for somebody who lives in like New York, Los Angeles, or Chicago. If you got a lot of weird offsets, because you could program in your offsets, you don't have to worry about how to fiddle around with it like the Yaesu or the Alinco, where you actually have to set your offset manually and then set it back for something else. You can just put your input and output frequency in it. Going back to the menu here. This is something that's...
Dual standby. Confirm. Dual standby.
Nope, that's your dual standby. That's not what I was looking for. Okay. STE. This is Squelch Tone Eliminator. If you key up and let's say you just key up the repeater. I'm going to try. I'm going to turn it on and see what happens. Show you.
Confirm.
Then you have a repeater STE. It was default set at 5.
Confirm.
Just to give you an idea of what happens here.
Channel mode. 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 9, 6, 2, 1, 0.
Alright, now going back on the local repeater. See, you have that delay. And I don't like that delay. I like to hear as soon as I unkey, I like to hear the courtesy tone. That way I know if I'm doubling with somebody or not.
Menu.
So my advice is to turn that off.
Confirm. Confirm. Confirm.
So that was default set to on. Anyway, great radio. I've had a lot of fun with it. It's already Mars modded.
1, 3.
I do
5,
have
4.
like 156.8, which is channel 16 of the Marine radio. I have that in there. And it will transmit there. I have not and will not. But hey, you know, if I'm ever out on my buddy's boat, I do carry a radio just in case his goes out. Backup communications. And I don't have rich friends with a whole bunch of, you know, $100,000 yachts, so I don't want to get stuck out on the Gulf. This gives me a way to contact the Coast Guard automatically if I have this with me. Of course, it's illegal to use except for in an emergency, so be mindful of that. Great radio, and thanks for watching. 73 W6CSA.